"Hey man, where's room 37? I've searched the whole hostel but I can't find it anywhere." An older student looked up lazily from his phone room. Trinity said, "You must be new here." "Yeah," Samir nodded. "I just joined today. I've checked every floor, but it's nowhere." The senior smirked. "Ah, that room's closed. They moved it to the 4th floor. Go on up, you'll find it there." Then he leaned in and lowered his voice. "But a word of advice. Your roommates are a bit rough. Be careful, especially during ragging." Samir's heart skipped a beat. He was new to city life, a shy boy from a small village, living away from home for the first time. The word ragging filled him with dread. When he got to his room, it was empty. Exhausted from his long journey, he dropped his bag and collapsed onto the bed. Within minutes, sleep pulled him under. He didn't rest for long. He felt someone shaking him, first gently, then harder. Suddenly, a splash of cold water hit his face. He jerked awake, coughing. "You fell asleep before even greeting your seniors." A mocking voice boomed. Samir blinked at the 3 faces surrounding him: Vicky, Jatin, and Rakesh, the infamous trio every freshman was warned about. I didn't know anyone was here," he stammered. "I was tired." Sorry, Vicky sneered. "That's all. Touch our feet, apologize properly, then go outside and crow like a rooster, loudly, in front of everyone." Samir's face went pale. "No, please, don't make me do that. I'll do anything else." "Oh, feeling shy?" Vicky grinned. "Then take our challenge instead. If you pass, we'll let you go." Samir looked up. "What challenge?" "There's an old, unnumbered room next to 36 on the 3rd floor. It used to be room 37 before a boy hanged himself there," Rakesh said with a spooky tone. "People say his ghost still roams around. If you've got guts, go there. Stay inside for 10 minutes. That's it." Samir's throat went dry. "A room where someone died. Choose one," Jatin cut in. "The room or the ragging? If you say no to both, by tomorrow, you won't exist in this hostel's records." The 3 of them burst into cruel laughter. "Fine," Samir whispered, trembling. "I'll go. Good boy." Vicky tossed an old rusty key at him. "At midnight. Not before. The fun only starts when the clock hits 12. That night, time seemed to crawl. At exactly midnight, Samir took a deep breath and stepped into the silent corridor. Halfway down the stairs, his phone buzzed. A video call from Vicky. "Hey, new boy." Vicky's smirking face appeared. "We're watching. Turn your back camera on. Let's see the show." Samir switched cameras and started recording his slow walk toward the darkened 3rd floor corridor. He slid the key into the lock. Asterisk, click, screech. Asterisk, the door groaned open, releasing a wave of rot and mildew. The air inside was unnaturally cold, then static. The video call dropped. No signal. He was about to turn back when he heard faint footsteps. "Who's there?" he whispered. Silence. Suddenly, the window burst open with a loud crash. Before he could react, something grabbed his ankle. He screamed and fell, hitting his head. Panicked, he scrambled to the door, but it was jammed shut. He felt hot breath on his neck, and a cold hand on his shoulder. He spun around only to find Jatin and Rakesh laughing hysterically, recording on their phones. "You coward," Rakesh shouted. "Look how scared you are. The whole college will love this." Vicky joined them. "Strip him, let's make it viral." "No, please," Samir cried and, in a moment of desperation, bolted upstairs, locking himself in his room. A moment later, they all heard a scream from downstairs. They ran back to the 3rd floor. Jatin was standing there, trembling, in front of the open room. Rakesh was gone. "Where's Rakesh?" Vicky demanded. Jatin stammered. When Samir ran up, "I heard footsteps. Someone else was in there." Rakesh was near the window. Then something grabbed him, and he fell. Below, a crowd was gathering. Rakesh was dead. A week passed. The hostel was filled with fearful whispers. Then one night, at midnight, Jatin heard a knock on his window. He approached it. No one. As he turned, something shoved him hard. His head smashed against a table. A towering shadow with glowing red eyes loomed over him. It lifted him and hurled him against the wall. The crash woke Vicky and Samir. They found Jatin's crumpled body. "This was you." Vicky screamed at Samir at the hospital. Jatin's stitches began tearing open, one by one, as if pulled by invisible hands. He suddenly levitated before crashing to the floor, dead. Vicky couldn't take it anymore. 2 friends dead in a week. Days later, Samir entered his room. Vicky lunged at him. "I know it's you. You brought this curse here." He grabbed Samir's throat, but then he saw Samir's face. That cold, unnatural smile. Blood trickled from his eyes like tears. "They're both gone now," Samir said, his voice deeper. "But your turn is still left." "What revenge?" Vicky stammered. "Revenge," Samir whispered. Remember what happened on the night of September 11th? Vicky froze. The memory of Naveen, a timid first year, crying by the window. They had mocked him, laughed, and in the chaos, someone shoved too hard. Naveen felt. They ran and swore to never speak of it. None of it, Vicky whispered. He was your brother. Samir's face twisted into a demonic grin. You three killed him, and scenes call for blood. He stepped closer, eyes glowing crimson. I summoned something that night, something ancient. The GLA, a spirit of vengeance. It feeds on guilt, and yours smells sweet. Vicky stumbled back, but the creature's hand shot forward, gripping his neck. Mercy, he gasped. There was none for my brother. With one sharp twist, Vicky's neck snapped. The creature that wore Samir's face dissolved into darkness. Samir was never seen again. The police called it mass hysteria, but the students whispered the truth. Some say the book Samir used still lies somewhere, waiting for another voice filled with pain and the promise of revenge.